Here's the killer question. Is size important? You know, over the years I've taught guitar to hundreds and hundreds of people. All sorts of people, grown-ups, children, it doesn't matter. And the number of times I've heard this complaint, my hands are too small to reach that chord. My hands are too small for that guitar. Well, we're going to deal with that one in this video. It's a really simple answer, and the answer is no, your hands are not too small. And here's some proof. Here's a picture of a tiny child playing an acoustic guitar with a 2-inch wide nut. That's a big fat wide neck, and she's playing a bar chord with the root on the 6th string. If she can do it, then you can do it. So why can't you reach? And if you're watching this video, it's probably because you have had trouble with this. Now, there is a couple of reasons why you can't reach the chord, but none of them are your hands are too small or your guitar is too big. Let's have a look at the way your hand works. Now, when your hand is closed, your fingers come together. Can you see that? Fingers are right together. When your hand is open, your fingers are open and much more flexible, wiggly, anything you want to call it. When you apply that to a guitar, if you do this and your hand is wrapped around your guitar like that, then you are closing your hand and making it very difficult for your hand to work. If you open your hand like that, then you've immediately given yourself much more room. If you can do that with your hand and reach past the far end of the neck, you can reach any chord you like. Okay? How do you get there? Well, there are a couple of things to think about. First of all, try and keep your fingers parallel to the strings. But the biggie is your thumb. If your thumb is up here and this part of your hand is touching the neck, you are closing that hand. If you close your hand, it doesn't work, you won't reach, you'll make it difficult for yourself. So, you put your thumb on the back of the neck in the middle. Can you see that? In the middle. Underneath your hand, if we look here, spin the camera around, if we look here, you can see there's a lot of air between my hand and the guitar. See that? I'm not closed like that. I'm not close up to it. I've got my thumb on the back in the middle, and I've got a lot of air. And with all of that, I can reach quite easily. I can't reach that way. I'm struggling here. But if my thumb's on the back, I've got complete freedom of movement, which means I can get that bar across there. Okay, there's the bar, there's the air underneath, there's a nice straight finger, and I've got independence here. I'm not struggling to reach, I'm not hooking that first finger on. Nice flat finger, thumb on the back. The other thing to consider is your knuckles. If your knuckles are too far back, you start hooking your fingers on like that. Okay, I'll show you from the other angle. See what happens? You start hooking your fingers on. What you need to do is bring your knuckles forward so you can reach easily. Okay, those are the secrets. That's how the tiny Chinese child, who is amazing, manages to reach that massive chord all the way up there and get her fingers to the root on the 6th string and play the other notes. Her technique is good. So if you're struggling with that left hand, think about those things. Thumb in the middle, knuckles forward, fingers try and get them as parallel as you can, and you should very quickly start to reach those chords. You will find it very uncomfortable and odd at first. That's okay. It's only uncomfortable because you're not used to it. You soon will get used to it and you soon will get better, okay? If that makes sense to you, don't forget, like, subscribe and leave me a comment below. Tell me how you get on. I'd love to know. Click the link below. There's a book there you can get your hands on. It's amazing. That said, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Don't forget to subscribe.